right?
So is this like Techies Pudge offlane?
I don't know.
I mean, that's the
We don't
first
know,
thing
dude.
that I thought of.
It's a support bottom for sure.
It is.
That's new for Wings, so we'll give them that. DC round up their lineup with something a bit more traditional in the Invoker. Gentlemen, I know it might be hard to predict, but what do you say as we throw things over?
I'm going for wings.
I mean, I have to go for wings. I just love what I see here.
Also wings. Techies all the way.
It's hard not to love their draft, is it? Let's go ahead and see what the casters think. They better be pumped about this one. Let's throw it over to them right now. It's LD and Mott. Gentlemen, take it away.
Well, what do you say? You got a Pudge, you got a Techies. Nobody expected this. LD, it's hype time. What do you think?
This is wings. You don't know what to expect. Expect the unexpected. If anyone was going to pick Techies at the main event, it was always going to be Wings. If anyone was going to pick Pudge, it was definitely going to be them.
Remaining.
Some cute combos, but honestly, I have no idea. We have not seen Techies in
5
competitive
seconds
Dota.
remaining.
That, in theory, is a big advantage for Wings, but generally, when you haven't seen a hero at all, it's because he's not very strong right now. So it's going to be up to Wings to prove us wrong, and it looks like it will be an off-lane Techies. Faith Beyond the man to play it. Already
Prepare for
TPing.
battle.
Where's he going to start getting to work? He has skilled the landmine, so we're not going to see any level 1 Suicide Squad shenanigans. What's he up to here?
I feel like this is going to either go extraordinarily well for Wings or, well, maybe we're on to game
Extraordinarily
number 3.
poorly.
Yeah.
It could be a very quick game. If the Techies pick backfires, Pudge in the mid game as a support that can snowball, but if he has a bad start, doesn't really offer that much,
In top
could be a disaster.
There's going to be the Torrent. Innocent's caught out, it looks like, and he will fall. It's going to be a first blood going the way of DC, so already a good start for their squad.
We're just trying to do the hero introductions here. Relax, DC.
They really wanted to make sure they dealt with all of these heroes quickly.
So, a jungle Techies, I guess. And a bunch of mines at the camp for now.
30
Blake
seconds
hanging out
to battle.
nearby. Wonder how much Wings have practiced this particular strategy. We're gonna find out real soon.
This is super interesting to me. Faith Beyond, he's going to be able to at least take down some of these camps here. This doesn't block. There's some. All right, all chat starting off the day the way it should.
I've heard Wings like to all chat a lot in scrims, and they are known for their trash talk.
battle
Actually, a bit
begins.
NA Dota-esque in the way that they will approach the game. They'll
prize
often
is
be kind of mocking and teasing their opponents for any mistakes they make. So, starting with 5 heroes bottom, they have nobody on the top side of the map.
This
Whatsoever.
is a completely open safe lane. There's nobody here.
The abandon your safe lane strat. I have never seen this before.
What's going on?
Is this a real game?
This isn't Dota. I don't know what this is. Soxa's sitting here waiting for a disruption. Little does he know there's nobody up here. They're aggro tri-laning.
So
and
their
there's like
counter to the aggro tri-lane is just not to leave anyone top. Faith Beyond, instant level 2, the first kaboom of this TI, and instead, Mott, they're going bottom. Ice is there as the Pudge. I really think they need level 2 to have an easy kill in this lane, but not going to be an easy lane for the Timbersaw.
like they said, Rot obviously, but they're going to go for it anyways. The Rot coming out and Moo. He can deal with physical damage. He cannot deal with the magical damage. He will verify. What a torrent from Misery! Ice, he'll go down!
And now the good luck, have
the
fun.
HF from Moo.
Well,
Wow.
a dose of NA Dota in North America. How fitting. Techies, now that he has his level 2, is going to go to the top lane. He has Suicide Squad, so if he gets caught out, he can always Suicide and deny the opponents a bit, but they're moving on to Misery bottom. Great body blocks from Y. They don't have Hook yet, and the Torrent again connecting.
What a start to this game.
Well, running a bit of a cheese strat here, giving up those 2 early kills, not the way you want to begin the game.
No, definitely not. I feel like Faith Beyond, he's going to sit up here, and we'll see what kind of impact he has. I mean, again, he's only level 2. He does have Suicide Squad, so they might rotate him down bottom, see if they can kill Moo. But this tri-lane, they should have gotten that kill to begin with. But again, a great rotation from Misery.
Fairy Fire too good.
Else. Yeah, that Fairy Fire as well. Great timing from Moo. And now he's level 2, so he's got Timber Chain, so if he needs to get out of a bad situation, he certainly can. And we'll see if that's going to be the case for Moo. We continue laning Ice, getting right-clicked by Misery a little bit, and no X marks just yet, though, for the Kunko.
So you're definitely showing poise here. A very unusual draft and
Dire's
opening
middle
strategy,
tower
but
is under attack.
they don't fall prey to it. They carried the early TP on Misery, and he does come to the fight, salvages things, and makes it a big win. So looking at matchups now, Faith Beyond on the Techies. They're going to leave the Luna alone here. The only way Luna really dies in this situation is if she gets caught very out of position. and walks into mines. But on her own, she's not in danger of dying. Maybe he lays a trap and then the Pudge comes and hooks her. But barring something like that, he's gonna farm.
What an arrow! He was barely in range of that situation. I don't even think he was. Now down bottom, Ice Ice still in trouble. We'll miss that torrent. Looks like Moo's actually the one getting right-clicked out now, and Ice Ice will be able to stay alive.
They don't have the silence yet, so killing Moo is very difficult, even with the level 1 Timber Chain. Ideally level 3 here on Innocence. Instead, might look for Misery. They do have an ensnare, but Moo's up in front.
He's the body blocker, and he's going to be the bodyguard, getting the kill on the Pudge with the Whirling Death on a right click.
All right, where's the all chat well played from Moo?
Top lane, there's an invis, at least Shadow Demon coming up here. Disruption's going to come through, and it's already starting with Resolution on that Luna. The illusions will go through. They'll try to clear out whatever mines are here. It's a great idea from the side of DC, and it looks like, well, there's no mines at least, so
yeah, that
doesn't really matter.
That's
but
definitely an important point, is that Shadow Demon is very annoying for techies, as you can just run illusions around to try and clear out traps. Later on in the game, maybe even a gem is on a hero at times, and you can use those true sight illusions to scout out potential traps. So, looking at the way the game's developing, it's a big concern for Waynes. The Naga is not farming particularly well in the tri-lane. Timbersaw is already level 4, so that off lane is a complete disaster. In the mid lane, Blink is only slightly ahead of the Invoker, who has gotten some help. And this is actually the other hero besides Meepo that he really rose to prominence on. He can take games over as Invoker. I don't feel like they have the best Invoker counters later on in the game. So that's 2 lanes not going well. Now on top of that, Luna is your lead farmer. It is not a good start for Waynes at all.
Sunstrike with the Shadow Poison, the disruption. Sunstrike on top, and he does leap away just in time. Wings is able to get out. Blink will be able to move away.
So he's running for his life, and Invoker's free farming.
3 off. He had gotten 4. That might have been a kill, but I don't think 3 is enough to do it. No, not even. I mean, especially with level 1.
Only a level 1 Shadow.
Yeah, it will not do nearly enough damage.
And now with Timbersaw having the advantage, it gets a lot harder to kill him. Skywrath is the hero they need there if they want to go for kills. Still not seeing really much of a trap, just looks like a single landmine top. Soxa walks over a solitary one.
It tickles him a little bit, but there's another one in lane. He's going to walk over it as he disrupts, maybe not. Torrent to set this up as well, and the Sunstrike. Boom, they will get the kill, and they will lose their techies on Wings.
When they're confident, DC are confident enough to just come in and gank the techies. Normally techies lane is like the no-go zone. It's less so the case since the big chain reworked to mines after TI5, but they're just still moving in. They're looking for another kill here top on Shadow. With the torrent, the nuke from the Luna, they will find it. Wings might be a very quick game 1 the way things are headed. Already trailing 2,000 gold, 1,500 experience. Not seeing techies offer much. He is leveling up Suicide Squad mod. A hook is probably an instant suicide kill because they really need to do something to shut down these cores. Consistently abandoning lanes. But it's not like they're getting a farm advantage here, Mont. They're getting out-farmed by pretty much all the DC cores right now.
Yeah, I mean,
when is it going to change?
The one, again, bright spot again is going back to that Mirana, but I think the Mirana has to start getting involved with arrows or just farming kills.
They're moving top.
Torrent's going to connect. Shadow will be next. Lucent Beam, and he doesn't have Song. They miss out on the hook, unfortunately, from Ice Ice. Unlike Shadow will go, but...
You know, one thing I was going to mention, which the draft analyst didn't really touch on, is that Pudge Hook can also be really strong defensively. If your allies getting caught, like Disruption, Torrent, you know where they're going to be. Even the X, you can hook them out right after the X comes. Potentially a very good defensive spell, but hey, if you're hooking your own Skywrath who's not even being targeted, then that is not going to work. So there's some potential for the Pudge to turn these ganks around, but we're just not seeing it. Really nothing working for Wings with this unusual draft.
I mean, DC are the ones being aggressive against this lineup. The Sunstrike's going to hit. It looks like the Torrent will as well, and Innocence will barely survive right now. The Lucent Beam coming in. Blink now with the Hatred and a double damage room. Meanwhile, Soxa does get the kill. He will go down, but he does get the trade-off before falling against that Skywrath mage. And that tier 1 tower, it does end up going down in that bottom lane as well. DC continues to just roll over Wings.
And they're still looking to go on top. There is no Song yet. Shadow, deal time to gank a Naga.
Sunstrike, can he get it done? No, Ice Ice will get the kill, but now back top. Shadow still in trouble.
Doesn't have Song. He's very close. Mod. He's gonna try to juke in the trees. Resolution completely gets his ankles broken, and now concussive shot. Net. Can they turn on him?
Shadow's coming in. TP out. Resolution. He will be able to make it away.
Radiant's
Nothing to
middle
stop that
tower is under
TP.
attack.
No Song yet. Still though, Eclipse a very long cooldown. The big moment for Ice Ice to take over. Radiant team lacking vision, but they've got 4 heroes top.
Smoked up Weeha's
Dire's
also up in the top
tower is
lane.
under
They
attack.
they haven't skilled Song yet.
Structure.
He's gonna miss the hook.
Arrow
Wait, you
misses
gotta
as
hit
well.
something.
They hit nothing there. Both Arrow and Hook not connecting in either target. Faith Beyond TPing in. It looks like Weeha's gonna set this up. Eclipse will come through. Blink doesn't make it out in time. Blink not successful. Socks up. He's gonna be the one to go down. But the ghost ship onto 2 with the torn. A double kill for Weeha.
It's a slaughter, and they're looking for more. Sunstrike just barely missing on Faith Beyond. Get 4 more. They lose
Dire's
only a Shadow
top
Demon.
tower.
That's without
Dire's
Moo.
top
Moo's not
tower
even
has
there.
fallen.
This hero might be their strongest at this stage of the game, and he's just farming bottom. Weeha going for the Midas, immediately back to the mid lane. This is turning into a train wreck.
Moo's like, ah,
Once
not
the Luna
fighting.
gets 1-2 items, Weeha gets a couple of items. He could be the one split pushing while they just sit behind the Luna. He can even use the X-Haul. There's a hook top,
They got
finally!
Misery. They got him in the remote mines to finish him off. It's one
Jams
support
it in.
kill, but at least it feels like so much more for Wings at this point.
Jesus, they had to work for that though. 15.5 minutes before that combo connects.
Misery was actively farming the enemy jungle as the mines there. It felt like an old-timey story. I'm glad you shared that with us. That was pleasant.
Harkening back.
Yeah.
Feeling old this TI more.
Enjoyed the brief
Radiant's
story.
bottom tower
They,
is under
they also
attack.
have ways to scout the Pudge, but as I say that,
Resolution silenced up. He's in trouble. Defensive disruption is not there in time. Ice will gladly give his life, but now Blink, he might have to give his as well. X-Mark's back in the song. It'll stop everything. What a pickoff for Wings.
Techie's already back to base. DC giving up a kill there. I was gonna say they have really good ways to scout the Pudge, but
Dire's middle tower
they didn't
is under
actually have a
attack.
Forge Spirit back behind the
Radiant's
tower.
bottom tower is under
So I
attack.
think in general when DC are sieging, really want to be sending an Illusion or Forge Spirit, constantly looking for the Pudge. They do have deep wards. It's not like they're not trying. And that's something that should happen when you pick Pudge, is you should be able to at least occasionally find those hooks, catch someone off guard. Shadow Demon, no Force or Blink yet. That would be a really good choice for Soxa. With that item, with either of those items, he could jump in and still save the Luna in that situation.
Just feels like it's a little too late though with that hook almost. And
They need a lot more of that.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
ideally want to be finding one of those every time DC pushes. But now the tree clearing begins. DC gonna start a spot of dewarding here. They'll just send an illusion of Moo in to deal with these, actually a pair. Meanwhile, bottom, Blink is setting up on Resolution.
Misery.
He hits the arrow, big catch, and then he leaps in. Can he kill up Resolution? He's a bit too
Eclipse
tanky.
is going to come through. Resolution not dead yet. The hook will finish him up. The ghost ship. Blink actually dodges it narrowly. The timing wasn't there. Now Misery's in trouble.
Oh, Inside looking for a second kill. He's gonna get it. Nice pick off by the Pudge, but he might pay with his life. Moo guns him down, and now Marana forced the TP away. This does free up the mid lane for Papa Techies. Faith Beyond finally getting to drop landmines on towers for the first time this game.
A good start.
They're
Way
looking
back
for
in this game.
Shadow
Oh, if they find
bottom.
Shadow, he's TPing out. Weehaw sees him. Cold Snap will come through the meatball. No song available this time.
Radiant's
I don't
middle
think he had
tower
his, of
has
course,
fallen.
Radiance
He was
completed.
close though. That's a costly death. Really negates almost everything they achieved there.
Yeah.
Makes it a 2 for 2. Plays a key item timing. The Techies Eggs is coming. And they do, I believe, now have the Marana BOTs, so pick up 2 big items, but DC with the Timber Saw, they just keep on clearing out trees, calmly blinking away traps, making sure there's nothing hidden around corners, and limit Wayne's ability to find those cheap little pickoffs.
There must be 3 or 4 there. Yeah, it looks like there was 4 there altogether. They killed 1 as well.
So what do you do now?
I mean, for Wings, you gotta keep setting those. Oh, they get a hook on move. That's what they do. And the Mystic Flare with the Ancient Seal, but he's still so tanky. The X-Mark is coming in Ice again. Might get caught this time, LD.
BOT's in from the Marana, wants to fight this, they don't kill the creep. Blink, though, still wants to back away, and DC chase forward.
He's gonna get caught by the Torrent. Will that bring him down? It's the Demonic Purge that does so.
No suicide there. Gives up another kill. DC. Pick off after pick off, tower after tower, but they do find another. It doesn't really matter. Moo just chuckles. He's now picked up the
Dire's
pipe.
bottom tower has
Further
fallen.
defensive capabilities against this one-hit combo that Wings have, and also a great way to deal with Mirana and Radiance Burn. Really, if you look at Wings, it's almost all magic damage.
Yeah.
Late game, Mirana could go into right-click build, but she doesn't have the Drow Ranger this time around to buff her up. Nice pick by Blink Bottom. Typing the Kunkka. Misery not able to armlet toggle his way
They're
out.
going to go to Roche right now, though. They're going to try to contest this song.
This is the
It's up.
Pudge dream. This is the Pudge dream, Mott. If ever there was a time for a Pudge to come up big, now is it.
DC will back out smartly. That Roshan was very dangerous, like you talked about. The hook, and not to mention the song or an arrow coming through. Some serious damage. Blink in from Mirana, leap out also is available, but now Blink has to use it.
DC should just be patient. Wings cannot roach. They don't need to roach now. They can wait until they have 5 alive. Go in as a squad. The boat is an important component of their team fight. There's really no need to force a Roshan 4v5.
There's some wards that have been just placed down. It looks like DC will again counter ward them. This Gem doing so much work this game, especially against that Techies. And they'll continue to put wards down of their own and gain map control. At the very least, Wings, they haven't needed to defend high ground yet. They haven't needed to put down those removed mines on the high ground. So, see how that transitions. And they will head back into Roche.
Yeah, still holding on to the Gem on Moo. Still, as a result, able to keep up vision. They say Faith Beyond, laying some traps. If he pokes too much closer, they could go. There's the hook.
They can get the Aegis from Resolution in time. The Tornado
Somebody
might save
take
the Suicide Squad, and he will end up staying alive. The Disruption keeping him up and ready to go. The Silence, the Arcane Bolt won't kill him, and they bring down 3.
There was a Naga illusion in the pit there. I thought Shadow might be able to at least deny the Aegis, but even that wasn't possible. So 3 fall in the end. Song available.
Radiant's bottom tower.
This might just be a farming Aegis for DC, honestly. I think they can go high ground, but I don't feel like Wings is getting stronger either. And you can see Moo just diving this Naga. Has absolutely no fear. He's going to force out the song.
Yeah, that is a level 2 song. But the Sunstrike, is it going to do enough damage? Boom! Yes, it does. Weehawk gets the kill. Wow.
You see a draft like this on the main stage of TI, and yes, Wings like their unconventional picks, but you can only imagine they have practiced this, and it has worked before. The Techies instantly securing level 2 in the jungle to start the game, then he heads top. It felt like they had a plan with the Trilane. It just, DC, that early rotation for Misery, that to me was the key play that prevented Wings from getting momentum with the Trilane, gave the Timbersaw a good start, and now begins the Disruption Illusion Siege. With Forge Spirits here, Wings need big hooks.
Oh.
It's going to be tough, though. There's an Aether Lens on Soxa now once he gets here, so he has better disruption range. They can also use the X on Misery if they want to send someone in safely for the chip damage.
Faithbeyond running low on mana right now. Only has about 3 mines set up in that trap to the right. You have Faithbeyond sitting back. Blink will jump in, look for a target. Oh, they'll get an illusion instead. Tier 3 tower now down. The Glaive's starting to chop through. I've seen this before.
They got to find a pickoff soon, Mott.
Not finding anything just yet for Wings.
Oh, even the arrow missing. That could have been the Luna's death, maybe.
They get Moo on top of the mines. They'll stay alive. He will fall.
That's the Gem down.
The Eclipse coming through, doing some work. They have the Moonlight Shadow, but it's 2 dead for Wings. Respawns from
Mirana could do some work here, but already Timbersaw is back in.
Yeah, so quick. Plenty of charges, and it's a full set of racks, it looks like. I'll let the range creeps deal with, of course, that ranged racks, and now they'll head to the top lane, get the tier 3 tower. X marks will come through, it'll be up onto the Techies. He'll get caught with the Torrent, the Glaive's hitting him.
They can't even walk near the racks. The bouncing Glaives just hurt too much. DC, 2 lanes down, and no signs of stopping. They immediately rotate bottom. This pocket strategy has completely backfired.
Wings are just getting crushed in this game too. This, like you said, this pocket strategy, it's not accomplishing what they wanted. It comes down to that Fairy Fire as well as Torrent in the beginning of the game. Now, not only a Torrent, but a Ghost Ship coming through, allowing them to push even further, and that's
It's over, Mott. GG, Wings get stomped. Down 20k gold. They never led this game with a Pudge, a Techies, and a pocket strategy that just didn't pan out. But credit to DC, they saw something unexpected, at least. I think the Techies was unexpected. Not sure if the Pudge was. Wings have run it before and adapted really well.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much really to talk about in that game. It's just unfortunate Wings that, like you said, they might have tried that strategy before, and it more than likely worked. That's why they're bringing it out here on TI in the main stage. And of course, it does mean that we get more heroes picked, but still, it's not successful. So